other thing that's driving prices, millennials are almost as big as the baby boomers, and they are now reaching the age of peak household formation. So all those reports that you read for the last 10 years about how millennials were going to live in apartments like a bunch of bees was nonsense. And when I read them, I'm like, this is not true. But you never want to have anecdotal evidence, but it's like anecdotal evidence. This is how it starts. Here's a guy and his girlfriend, they kind of move in together, shared expenses for the awesome Class A apartment complex in the Heights. And then she gets a little dog. And what is that little dog training for, gentlemen? Babies, that's right. I just need this little dog. And you have the little dog at your apartment down the Heights. You live there for 3 or 4 years. You and your buddies are hitting happy hour on Wednesday night, steak night on Tuesday night. Hey, it's game night Thursday night, then you're out all weekend. Well, she gets kind of tired of that pretty quick. And then that biological clock starts ticking. We're running out of time. Got to start having babies. And this is how that conversation goes. We really need a yard for the dog. A yard for the dog, it's 3 pounds. Like, we need a yard for this thing? And of course, the guys go along with it not knowing that they're about to have a baby on the way. About a year or two later, to have a kid, right? As they move out to the burbs, which they swear up and down they would never move to Cypress, Woodlands, Katy, Sugarland. And here they are, making the 45-minute commute into Houston with the little baby thing in the back seat, dropping the kid off at daycare. So if any of this sounds familiar, it should. That is absolutely what's happening now. But we threw COVID into the mix, which kind of screwed some things up. I will tell you this. I'm not saying this is the first time I'll say this publicly. I think one of the worst things about this massive increase in rates is it's stifling demand. Meaning when rates come back down, and they will, it's going to make what happened in 2020 and 2021 look like, I don't know. It's going to make it look like nothing you've seen before, because we've got all this demand sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy a house, but they don't want to do it at 7%. I think they'll start doing it at 4%. So when these rates start to come back down, when they finally get the recession they want, by the way, the election's next week, right? See a lot of this economic data change here in Q4. Might start getting some truth here at the end of Q4, right? So in any case, I think you're going to see a rapid, once those rates start to lower, you're going to see a rapid number of folks just start buying houses. I know a lot of folks who are not in real estate, either a little bit older, ready to downsize, maybe looking to upgrade to a little bit bigger house, or just looking to buy their first house, and they're all sitting on the sidelines. Really, the only consumers that are buying houses are folks that absolutely have to, meaning they're moving here, or maybe a spouse, spouse passed away. I got a call. Actually, I got a message on Facebook of all places from an attorney that said, hey, I got something. It's an estate. We're doing the probate right now. We need to get a number from you. Can you go out and take a look at it? So unless they need to sell, absolutely must sell, then they're selling. But otherwise, everybody else is sitting tight. And why are they sitting tight? And this is a discussion I have with a buddy of mine on Facebook quite publicly all the time. And it's this right here. This is probably one of the most important charts that no one is looking at.